Okay, hi everybody. There we go. Hi Madeline, Kim, Julie, Shannon, Robin. Hello, hello. It's starting. I think we're finally in fall, guys. I think it's finally here. And I was thinking yesterday that I think I'm going to do two things. I'm very intrigued by. I was actually thinking, I don't know. Good evening, everybody. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Betsy. Okay. I haven't had a chance to do much the last 2 days in here, so I haven't. Hi, Robin. Hi, Shannon. So I want to finish this because I only got the two things left on it, and then unless you guys can think of anything else, I really think it's ready to go in the wash tonight. It's unbelievable, the weather right now. It was probably, I'm going to sew while we talk. Probably in the high 70s today, I guess, maybe 80. And just blue skies and just, I tell you what, it's just, there are no words. And I think we say that every year. This time of year, I tell you what, if you could bottle it. Okay. Maybe I did get the majority of all four sides done now. But I'm just seeing a couple of little... Oh, no. No. It doesn't have a stitch in it. Okay. A couple little pieces, little gaps. That was the other thing, is that it was just... Gosh. I was reading last night. Hi, Diane. I was reading last night something by somebody about needles, and they said that whenever they do anything with layers, they use a 14. What do you think? Okay. Thank you, Kim. But I can't take really any... I really can't take much credit. And I'll tell you why. My machine... Oh, what's that? What are you? Little loose stitch doing there. My machine... Let me finish the binding and then I'll put it on one of the cameras so you can see it a little closer. The Baby Lock Crescendo, if you go into... Generally use a 90-14, Madeline says. For layers or just in general? Hi, Jean. In the decorative stitches. Now, here's a tip. If you're relatively new, or if you've never used any of your decorative stitches, play with them a little bit first. Play with them. Because some of them look a certain way and they're such a pain when they are actually stitching. They're awful. And some of them look like they're going to be kind of blah, and they're fantastic. And there's one in there that is a honeycomb, like a little honeycomb stitch, it looks like. And that's what I did around the petals on this one. On the blue one, which I haven't finished yet, we're just doing, I think it's a blanket stitch or just a quilt stitch, just a really basic, because there's so many colors and things going on there. I don't know, I couldn't think of really anything else that I really liked in terms of the stitches. So that's what we went with there. Okay, let me get this puppy on here. Now, for everything, if it gives me a problem, then I go looking. Well, I've been using a 12, but I'm not opposed to going to a 14 for in general. Microtech if I need a good fine needle. Okay, that's... There's something weird about that one pedal. I feel like there's plastic under there. I can hear something crinkling. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's get this. Let's get these last little tiny areas. Stitch down, and then okay, when you guys I have always used color catcher. Do you guys use a color catcher when you wash your quilts? I always have, and now I'm too afraid not to. All right, let me see if I caught. I did. Tickle in my throat all day today. Oh my goodness. I think it's the fall allergies making their way. The pollen from our trees is unbelievably bad. Okay. All right, let's see. My machine came with 14, so I've been using that. How did I get stuck on 12s? How did I get stuck on 12s? You can hear the machine. You can hear how hard some of those little glue areas are. You can hear the machine just like ka-chung, ka-chung, ka-chung. Oh dear. All right, let's see. Okay, trim this. Hey, that's a really good idea. Always use color catcher, especially if I have a fabric that has saturation colors like blues and reds. Yeah, me too. I usually put 2 or 3 color catchers in the first wash. I figure it's a cheap insurance against color bleeding. You know what? I do the same thing. I figure even if I'm like, maybe they'll be okay, I throw 2 or 3 in because it is absolutely not worth cheap insurance. And I love your idea of throwing them in. If you send a gift, if you send a quilt as a gift, or give a quilt as a gift, that's a fantastic idea because Lord knows the last thing you want is for them to wash it the next time and okay, a couple little straggler threads here. You. Ah, that's cool, Betsy. Okay, did you put a picture of it on YouTube? I've been so busy the last couple days. I've been trying to keep up with comments and I haven't checked some of your pictures. Maybe if we have time tonight, we'll have to take a look. I have a meeting with a client at 6:45, so I have to leave at 6:45. I'm so sorry. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There she is. All right, now. Okay, she hasn't put a picture up. That good, I'm not behind. All right. Diane, you gotta post your pictures. Picking another winner at the end of the month. Oh, this must have been where I stopped. Before I changed the needle and the thread, this must have been, because none of this is done. Oh, nice! Like butter. Like butter. Holy cow. What a difference. What a difference between the it's sewing like it should sew. You know, it's sewing like it's just sewing like it should sew. Oh my gosh, I was so upset. That was brutal. But like with anything, I learned a lot. Okay, now. Oh, Diane. I'm totally tech challenged. Well, Jane, good job. Oh, Diane, I'm so sorry to hear that. Diane, I hope you find something to pull you out of that. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, the last couple of days, the last couple of weeks, I don't know, just so much stuff. Oh, Diane, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. My goodness. You guys are very sweet. I'll let you give Diane your sweet comments real quick. Yeah, you know what? They say, go get back into a routine or go, get back to doing things and keep yourself busy. But the problem is that at some point you have to stop, and oh my goodness. Oh, and it was unexpected. I was just thinking that Jane losing a parent leaves such a hole. So sorry. I haven't lost a parent yet. Steve's lost both his parents. And Alice's mom, it was really hard. It's just such a hole. Nobody loves you like your mom or like your parent. Nobody loves you like that. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And having it be unexpected, it doesn't give you any time to say goodbye. I'm so glad, Diane, I'm so glad you took a few minutes. I'm so glad you came on here tonight. I hope if it doesn't make you feel any better, I don't know how it's going to make you feel better. But there's, There's people out there that are just, that care about you and that are just very sorry that you lost your stepmom. Betsy, I thought somebody said, and it may have been the lady who sold us the machine, but again, and I never went to the classes. And I thought she said something about button, but I don't know how to do it. And I would love that because I hate sewing buttons by hand. I gotta spend more time learning hand sewing. I've just got to. That's right, Kimberly. As with most things, okay, you gotta take one day at a time, one foot in front of the other. It's the only way. All right, let's see here. Betsy, have you used your machine to sew a button on? Probably not, because there's a foot for it. That's what I thought. I just came across. Oh. Just came. She's a funny one. I'm not putting my hand behind it because I hate when people do that. There, I'll just put it right there. But I'm not doing it. I have. Oh, I did tell my stepsister and brother if they wanted a memory quilt. You know what? I think that's a fantastic idea. And fill it with all the wonderful memories and the funny memories and the funny things. Recently lost my dad. Still processing it. Making a donation to the diocese to help my grieving. Keeping in my prayers. Oh, Kim, I'm sorry. I know Robin also lost her mom earlier this year. That's a buttonhole, isn't it? What's a button? Which one's a buttonhole? This? A? Is this A? Is A the buttonhole? I think we're going to have to get the manual out. Dare I say we're going to have to get the manual out. That little one? Alright, I'll put my hand in front of it so you can see the darn thing. Watch my time. I end up sitting here chatting with you guys. Oh, maybe this is the button one. Yeah, we're going to have to pull the book out. We are going to need the manual. Lest we... Oh, to make buttonholes! That's a zipper foot. Ah. Tell you what, you get your money's worth. Okay. I gotta finish this binding. I keep getting distracted. Uh-oh. I gotta turn off some of this bigger stuff. Okay. So the real reason I wanted to finish this was because I want to get started on the applique thing for October. And use the glue sparingly. The white one. Okay. The white long thingy you had is where you put your button at one end to make your buttonhole. So I've not yet pulled out the button, the one to sew the button. I take it. I also want to start the, I hope you guys can still hear me over that knocking. Hi, Jennifer. I also want to start the, some of these places. I can't tell if they're glued down or sewn down. That's glued. I want to start the bed runner. And then I also want to do, a summer quilt. Although I'm wondering if it's even worth doing a summer quilt right now. Oh, Betsy. Oh, it's my mom, dad, and my cousin within 3 years. Oh. I can't imagine. Hi, Donna. I can't imagine. Some of you have, Madeline too. I'll tell you what. You guys are amazing, amazing, strong women. Wow. I am debating if I want to. Hang on a second. Hang on. I think I missed one. Oh, I got it. I'm debating doing a summer quilt because we're going into winter, and in winter I usually do add a blanket. We have our duvet, and then I do add, like a blanket in between the duvet and the sheet. But I'm just wondering, maybe I'll just do a quilt on top. I could kill a couple of birds with one stone with that way. Okay. I think we're really close. I do. That is why I want the summer quilt, is to protect the duvet. That is ultimately the goal. Maybe I should just do it anyway. I'm just curious how it feels. I'm super, super curious how it feels. All right, let's see here. What time is it? Okay, more time. And because I have appointments tonight and I couldn't think of what to cook, we're having chicken parm. Because we like it, and it's easy. And if you pound out those chicken breasts, it doesn't take very long. I really need to put my quilt on my bed. Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Like I said, you guys are amazingly strong and inspiring women to go through some of the loss and the hurt that you guys have gone through and come out the other side. Okay, now, come on. Okay. I think this was the first. What's happening? What's happening here? Oh. I've got to get the other, there we go. This spool of thread, it was big. And it was a little heavy. You kept pushing the thing down. All right, let's see here. I'm just going to tack this down a little bit. Wow, a 13-year-old granddaughter. How cool. Probably more like a spread. Yeah, probably, huh? I did make my quilt a little longer. Yeah. I think it's going to be a bit of an experiment of length. Because I don't necessarily want it to cover the whole duvet. Yes, happy birthday to Kim Savage's 13-year-old granddaughter. Yahoo! Okay, I think that this side is all done. But let's just be sure. Okay. I can hardly see the darn thing. Okay. Okay. Are you ready? You can't see the whole thing. But pretty close. Do you go to the seafood festival in Homosassa? No, but I will now. And there's the back. Okay, I am going to, tonight, put it in the wash, throw some color catchers in. And then tomorrow, I'll have to put it up. Don't forget to press the button. Press the like button. Oh yes, press the like button. We were talking about buttonholes before. Just finished squaring off 176 half square triangles. Holy cow! Thank you, Diane. So tonight I'm going to throw it in the wash, and then tomorrow we'll hang it where you can get the full glory. I can't believe it's done. I really, honestly can't believe it's done. There's trim things all over the place. Okay. Tomorrow we'll post pictures. Well, you were quite the project. So anyway, around the around the petals, around the flowers, let's see if I can put it up here. Let's see. Oh my. Did you ever show us the Carpenter Star quilt after it's done? I thought I did, but it's probably possible that I didn't, and I will do that. I'll try and get pictures up tomorrow of both. I love it, Grasshopper. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Whoopee! Here is what that stitch looks like. Oh, you get a good view right here. So, it looks like a honeycomb, And here was the magic of it. Let's see if I can open up another one. You can kind of see it in there. It just looks like a honeycomb. The part of the magic of it was that it stitched almost like a figure eight. I think it's around the first or second week in November. I haven't been there in 3.5 years, but it was a nice small area, has vendors, music. Can't walk down to more. It's on the, let's see. I'm going to have to look for it. Because that sounds like fun. I could use a good seafood festival. I could, if it's got seafood in it, I could use it. So it's got almost like a little figure eight. If you have a, I don't know if your machine has something like this, but I'm telling you right now, like I think it's very fun to experiment a little bit and go down, you know, and go around something like this, go around your applique with something other than just like a, you know, blanket stitch or you know, something very, very simple. You can kind of make it fun. And, but you do want to, I went through quite a few stitches before I found this one. And two, I went through quite a few that were either going to take forever. You know, some stitches, some of them are just, they're so laborious and there's so much movement. You'd be there all year trying to finish something this size. This stitch actually went really fast and it was pretty forgiving. So if your lines, if your cutting wasn't really, really straight or what have you, I thought it was great for that. Okay. My sister and I are going to a quilt show about an hour away on Friday. Oh, fun, Betsy. That's going to be cool. And I tell you what, and it's the time of the year to be going to shows. Not when it's so hot. So that's that's that one. Oh, I love this square. Right across the street from Homosassa Elementary School. Kimberly, I'm going to have to look for that. Okay, so tomorrow, I have to keep this in my lap because if I don't, I'll get up and walk out of here and I'll leave it in here and I'll forget to put it in the washing machine. Tomorrow, we are going to, can't see, but when I have them on right now, I have a headache. Tomorrow, we are going to start this. So tomorrow, I am going to, so we have it up, we have the ability to have it up for a little while. And because I'm getting an idea about how to put like 3 of these, a couple of you have given me ideas on that. So I'm thinking about that too. How I could do 3 and do like a wall hanging piece. So tomorrow afternoon, hopefully I'll have a few minutes to come in here and tidy up just enough so we can cut this stuff out and at least get that started. Ooh. But some evenings, you know, some days when I come on, I try to have like a really good project for you guys or start a project or try and mix it up. Tonight, and maybe it's because just booked the Lancaster Quilt Show in Pennsylvania in March. Oh, that sounds, oh my God, that's going to be beautiful in springtime. Oh, the fabric is so cute too. You know what? Like the little bees and the little, it's just, this fabric, this quilt, I'll tell you what. This one really was, did come together. I was surprised really. Every once in a while. I'm not the creative person. So when something kind of comes together like this, it's kind of amazing. Oh, on to the next project. That's right. Okay. Oh, like I was saying, some nights you just want to sew on something, you know, just mundane and basic, and I just wanted to finish the binding on this. And maybe that was because we had Diane's sad news about her stepmom, and everybody feeling a little blue. So, get a good night's sleep. Have a fantastic evening. Go have something fun for dinner. Go order something if you don't feel like cooking. Have a fabulous morning tomorrow when the sun comes up. And remember, only a 1/4 inch seam. Tomorrow we'll put up some pictures of this one and the carpenter star, and I think that's going to be it for tonight. I love you guys. Have a fantastic evening. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.